What's up folks, this is Jasper Fox making yet another YouTube video. This video will focus on genres. Now, most people when they hear that word, they imagine like genres of music or of stories. Or even of movies. So I don't have an icon for that. But most people, well, a lot of people don't realize that genres also come with physical interaction. Yeah, like there are genres for people. Sorry, I'll say it again. Genres for people, and most people don't take this into account. Like they don't see it as genres because it's reality, so they don't connect this with what's actually physically going on. It's actually true. You can point it out that way, or you can put it as another way. Like, you're one way when you're around certain people, and then you're something else when you're at home. It's kind of like you're bringing yourself up into little sections of spectrum. Yeah. Like say here, this is you when you're at home. Right? You're more outgoing. You're more expressive. You're comfortable being yourself. And then there's the you at school, and that's just basically yourself. You're friendly, you're either outgoing or you're introverted. Me, I'm introverted. It's like you're this different person. And then there's you at work, if you have work, and that's different. You're like, sometimes you're less serious, you're focused when the job requires you to, or when the job doesn't require you to, like when you need to be an actor, then you're goofy, you're loose, you're like you're that kind of person. And then there's just a general public. This is when you're around strangers or just around people, any place else other than one of these three sections. Public is basically where you're less extroverted, you usually tend to yourself, like this. Do you know what I mean? This could be you. Right. In your head, that's you, but you're listening to music, so you're off in your own little world. But in public, you're just that person that not a lot of people talk to because they don't know. You know what I mean? And I didn't really take that. I didn't really take that into account until it was finally pointed out. Like as I've stated before, I'm in college, and I had a class where we learned about that kind of thing. And it was interesting when I heard about it because it just seems very unusual. Unusual to speak of it as a genre, and like it was just a way of being. Whether it's through language, through expression, through anything else, like sound, sight, voice. That's the same as sound. You get it. I think you get it at least. And it's just interesting to think about. Because if you look at it one way, like when I mentioned the genres, let's go back to that. Like say when you're at home, hang on, might have an icon for that. I don't know. Let's just call this icon the home icon, because we usually do this when we're out in public, like when we're out our backyards when it's snowing. Now that genre, that genre can either be comedy, it could be comic, action, adventure, fantasy, sci-fi. You know, you can get creative with it. And you know, the list may go on and on when you're at home because they're your sultry, you're you're comfortable with where you are, who you are, what you are. You know, it's just that kind of thing. And then it's another thing when you're somewhere else. Let's call this icon work. Now here you have to be polite when dealing with another person. You have to be kind to them, friendly, outgoing a little bit. Now, depending on what your work is, that can also be considered comedy, maybe sci-fi, tragedy. If you work at a morgue, sorry if I shouldn't say that. No, there's an entire list of genre. Maybe it's gospel. Now that's I've heard of as a genre of music. But, you know, there are people who work at churches. So, there you go. And then there's, let's call this icon the school icon. Because, you know, school thought. Just a big cloud of thought. And, you know, with that icon, with that thought, in school you're outgoing, that could be comedy, could be facts, could be realistic, you know, realism, naturalism, you know, stuff like that. Now, when you're out in public, traveling or just walking around the world, now that genre could be, in your head it's fantasy, or it could be action, adventure, you know, it could be different things. It doesn't have to be just one of them, because, you know, there are moments where genres interconnect and create a whole new genre. Like, I've heard this genre of romance comedies or rom-coms, which sounds ridiculous. Shouldn't be short for that. You know, it's very interesting. Now that's when you're out on a date. Romance, comedy. When you're listening to music, music can create a feeling. You know, there are three different things out there, different genres. Like there's stories, movies, and music. Or music. And with each of those, they have a variety of lists. Now with movies, movies sometimes are the same as stories, and music is completely different, because music is when you're listening to something and it's just a style of music. But there's also the style of movies, but it's hard to integrate style of music over to style of movies. Like, it's hard to call them, like, you can't say there's alternative movies or rap movies. Well, I guess you can say rap movies, but not for me. And it's also hard to integrate that into story. It's hard to go vice versa, because it's hard to go from movie genres to music genres. Like, you can't say thriller, you can't say horror music. Wait. Okay, I guess you can. You know what? I got nothing. I got nothing else to go on. I'm contradicting myself. Oh well. Anyways, that's kind of all I got. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate everyone who's been looking at my videos. If you want to look more, you can send a message below. I will try and make them available to you. I'm sorry that you can't see all of them. That problem will be dealt with very quickly, if you want. Anyways, you can check out my videos. I have a music video where I'm singing. I have I have a playlist of gameplays, mostly just one game, Happy Wheels, and then everything else is just a video blog. And I'm hoping for improving my channel in the future. Just keeping my mind open. Whatever you want me to do, I will try to do it. If it's in my budget or if it's within my power, then that's all I got. Well, farewell. This is Jasper Fox signing out.